When does child support officially end in Wisconsin? That might seem like a simple question. Most would say age 18, right? In practice, it depends on several factors. I'm Jeff Hughes, lead attorney at Sterling Lawyers, and we've helped thousands of Wisconsin families navigate child support from beginning to end, including the tricky part, when and how to stop it properly without creating more problems. So if you're paying or receiving child support or preparing for it to end, here are the exact steps you need to take, the pitfalls to avoid, and the legal protections still in place even after support ends. Step number 1, understand the standard cutoff, but don't assume that it's automatic. In Wisconsin, the standard rule is this: child support ends at the age of 18, but there are some exceptions to this rule. If your child is still enrolled in high school or is pursuing a GED, support continues until they graduate or turn 19, whichever comes first. We once had a client who was a father, and he was paying support for his daughter who turned 18 in April. And he assumed that support was over, and so he stopped paying. But she was still enrolled in high school, and the mother filed an enforcement action, and he was hit with back support and interest penalties. So the lesson is this: the court doesn't just know when your child graduated. You must confirm their status or support continues under the law. Step number 2, provide proof of enrollment, and it must be official. To extend support past the age of 18, you must prove that the child is enrolled in high school or a GED HSED program. So what counts as acceptable proof? Well, an enrollment letter, a certificate from the school, both of those count, a report card, transcript, or attendance record, and for GED, HSED, a registration confirmation or program progress letter. Important to know this: handwritten notes, text from the child, or assumptions don't count. You need official documentation from the school or testing center. Now, if your child is in an alternative or online program, it must be accredited or recognized by the district. Now, agencies also may ask for periodic updates, especially if graduation dates shift or enrollment statuses change. Step number 3, know when child support ends automatically and when it doesn't. Wisconsin child support agencies will send an automatic emancipation notice 90 days before your child turns 18, or their projected graduation date if they are still enrolled. And this triggers the review and possible termination of the support order. And don't ignore this notice. If your child is no longer eligible, or if you disagree with the proposed end date, you must notify the agency or file with the court to ensure everything is updated properly. And if not, payments may continue longer than needed or stop prematurely, risking enforcement actions. Step number 4, understand the special situations that can change the timeline. Now, there are life events that can end the support order, such as emancipation. That is when a child becomes legally independent. Marriage, military enlistment, or termination of parental rights. Also, on the flip side, support can continue past the age of 19 if there is an agreement or court order for that. And this is where you really need to work with an experienced family lawyer. I recall a case once where we represented a mother, and she had a 20-year-old autistic son with severe needs. And we had to petition the court for support past the age of emancipation. So we built a really strong case and were able to get an order to that effect. Step number 5, don't confuse ongoing support with arrears. Now, this is where many parents get caught off guard. Child support may have officially ended, but if there are back support amounts that are owed, these are called arrears, that does not stop, and that is continued to be collected until the arrears are completely satisfied. Now, what is interesting about arrears is that they are legally owed back payments, and they remain enforceable for up to 20 years after the child emancipates. Now, this means that the state can garnish your wages, tax refunds can be intercepted, the state can place liens on your property, your license can be suspended, you can even be found in contempt of court and do jail time as a result. I recall a case once where a father, he thought his child support obligation ended in 2010 when his son turned 19, but he owed $12,000 in back payments and arrears, and he was stunned when his tax refund from the IRS was seized and his bank account was frozen. Bottom line, ending support does not erase debt. Step number 6, be proactive. Do not wait for problems. Here's what you should do if your child is approaching the age of 18 or 19. Check your court order for exact language about end dates or specific conditions. Contact the child support agency 90 days ahead of time if you believe support should end. Submit enrollment or graduation proof if your child is still in high school. Talk to a lawyer if your child has special needs or there's a question about financial independence. And stay current on payments. Unpaid support doesn't vanish when your child turns 18. Wisconsin child support law tries to be straightforward, but the timing and paperwork still can create major stress if you're not ready. If you're approaching the end of child support, or you have arrears, or want to explore special situations, take action now, not later. One wrong assumption can cost you months of enforcement, financial penalties, or unnecessary court battles. Now, if you're getting ready for a custody hearing in Wisconsin, don't just wing it. Knowing your rights isn't enough. You need to show up prepared. In our next video, I'll walk you through exactly how to get ready step by step so you don't risk losing time with your child.